Yeah.
He says you got a good gig.
Yeah, it's so far as teaching yoga, it's the best.
He said right that way.
Best gig. What's up, folks? Folks at home. Anybody with us? Uh, one? Yeah. Vixen. Look, Vixen, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at Vixen. Go bite somebody else. Go bite. Ow! Hey, gentle, gentle, gentle. I brought you something today. I threw a toy in here for him.
Oh, I already got it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Easy like Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome back to your mat. Welcome back to another perfect day for our Oceanfront practice in the best studio in the world. If we haven't met, I'd love to meet you after class. My name is Steve. I'm guiding us through this all levels flow that's gonna help you hit the reset button physically, mentally. You made the right choice to be here today, everybody. We're gonna get started straight away here on our backs. So you can lay on your back, but have your head towards the ocean. So flip around there if you need to. And lay back. You can close your eyes and just have everything outstretched like, you know, your Shavasana. You could come to Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together and your knees coming open nice and wide. Let's lay back, everybody. Let's close our eyes. And just take a second. Take a second to tune into and notice the sound of the ocean. Take a second to feel the sun here on your skin. Is this you? I don't know. Take a second to thank yourself for showing up to your mat. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, and especially on a holiday weekend like this, it's not easy to show up. You did yourself a huge, huge service by doing so, though. Wherever you're at with your cycle of breath, let's together exhale everything out. And then through your nose, we're going to take a really big collective inhale, fill up. And then through your mouth, exhale. We're going to clear all that out. Again, inhale through your nose, a little bit bigger if you can. Exhale through your mouth, empty out. One more, everybody. Inhale. And exhale, empty out. Breathe in through your nose, nice and slow, just as deep. Now lips stay sealed and breathe out through your nose. Calming, make it soothing. Just like that. Inhale, create a constriction in the back of your throat. You should be able to feel the breath swirl there a little bit, and it should give it an oceanic sound. Lips stay sealed, exhale through your nose, navel draws up and in. That same constriction in your throat, that same oceanic sound. That's what we got, everybody. That's what I got for you. An hour of this deep, full breath in, flowing in through your nose, and this slow, calming breath out, flowing out through your nose. Just like that, everybody. I want you to really start to focus, bring that same quality of attention that we just brought to the sound of the ocean, to the feeling of the sun on your skin. Bring that same quality of attention just towards these deep inhales and these slow exhales that are flowing in through your nose and out through your nose. A breath-based Sunday morning meditation. Mentally, it's going to focus your mind. It's going to knock the edge off and kind of clear the slate. Would you mind just checking? And then physically, once we get into the real physical practice, it's going to allow us to go deeper into our postures. It's going to soften the resistance, the tightness, and the tension so that we can totally erase it. Thank again yourself for being here, everybody. I commend you for showing up to your mat. And I just encourage you to keep breathing and make whatever you do here healing. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, pull your knees into your chest. You can lift your head and shoulders up and grab opposite elbows over your shins. Tuck your chin to your chest and bring your forehead towards your knees here. So just kind of crawling up into a little bit of ball here, some easy little spinal flexion to get things started. Beautiful, everybody. Take one more inhale here. And then lay your head and shoulders back down. Plant the soles of your feet. Plant the soles of your feet so your knees are right above your ankles, feet hips width apart. And then press into your feet and lift your hips to the sky for bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So from that easy spinal flexion to a little easy partial spinal extension. If you're open enough and you want to interlace your fingers underneath you and shimmy your arms in, you can certainly do that. Try to press your chest back towards your chin. Take your chin away from your chest to maintain the arch in the back of your neck. And give me 3 more of those deep breaths, everybody. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more now. Inhale. Exhale it out. Lift up, breathe in. Beautiful. Separate your hands. Exhale, slide your hips to the ground. Pull your knees into your chest. Drop your right arm open like a wing and gently guide your knees towards the left. So an easy little twist. You'll probably notice that you just twisted to a certain degree and your body was like, oh, that's it right there. Cool. That's called our soft edge. Now, we don't want to force our way through that. We don't want to force our way through anything here. But observe it, acknowledge it, send the breath right there, and that'll help soften it. 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Drink up this ocean air deep. Draw your navel in as you twist a little bit further. Beautiful. Inhale, take her back to center. Pull both knees in. And you're just going to switch it up. Drop your left arm open. Look to your left and guide your knees to the right. Steady your gaze. Steady your breathing. Notice where the most resistance is, the tightness, the tension is. And you're breathing into that space with the intention of ultimately creating space and openness. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, y'all. Inhale. Exhale it out. Let's take her back to center. Pull both knees in one more time here. And then just go ahead and release it. Allow your legs to fall out in front of you. Roll over onto your belly. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Slide them back around your rib cage. Elbows in. Looking straight down. Now that you got your hands in that perfect position, let's lift them up off the ground. And then inhale, lift your chest up a couple inches for a baby cobra pose. Now, you're looking straight down. You want to smooth out the wrinkles in the back of your neck. Very good. Exhale, take it right back down. Y'all know the drill. We got 4 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take her back down. Number 3, inhale, lift up to that perfect degree. You can press with your hands a little bit, right? Exploring your spine. Exhale, right back down. 2 more, everybody. Inhale, lift up. Now, shoulders back. Feed your heart forward. Feed your heart through. Exhale, take her back down. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Kobrasana, Bhujangasana. Breathe it in. Exhale, take her right back down. Inhale, now press up to your hands and your knees to tabletop. Beautiful. Curl your toes. Exhale, lift your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Awesome, everybody. In your downward facing dog, okay, close your eyes, drop your head down. Yoga, when we step on our mat, should be our haven away from overthinking and overanalyzing. So what we do is we start to tune into the sensation, the resistance. And if you want to pedal your feet out, take a little bit of movement in this first downward facing dog. Do that. Shift your hips a little bit if that feels good. Okay, I want you to breathe really, really deep. You've heard of this posture, even if you've never done it before. Downward facing dog. It brings our body into a really good position in the sense that our heart is above our head. So all this oxygen-rich blood that we're saturating is going easily straight to our brain. Spread your fingertips wide. Put a soft bend in both of your knees. And then with that soft bend in your knees, press your hips higher and back further. Now tuck your chin to your chest. Look towards your knees, towards your thighs, and wrap your shoulders around to the front of your body. This is a really freaking long down dog. From here, everybody, walk your hands back towards your feet. Let's get out of our arms, our shoulders, and arrive at a forward fold here. Now bend your knees at least a little bit, okay? Feel your belly on your thighs, your knees on your chest a little bit. Drop your head down, and you've got the option to interlace your fingers at your lower back for some chest expansion, some shoulder opening. Now on your inhale, find a halfway lift, your shoulders pull back, open your heart, and then exhale, fold down deep, dive in deep. Now your hands are still interlaced. They're just lifting off your lower back towards the ocean. Breathe well. This is our easy like Sunday morning flow, everybody, which as you'll soon see, isn't always really easy, but you make it as hard, as intense, or as easy as you need. But I'm going to give you the opportunity to breathe deep, to flow and touch every nook and cranny in your body in a good, mindful, healing way. To open everything up, get really stretchy with it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Take an inhale. Amazing, y'all. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of your mat. Angle your heels in and your toes out, and then bend your knees and squat down. Chumalasana, your frog pose. Now, try to bring your feet flat to your mat. So that means a lot of us got to bring our feet a little bit wider than even our mat. And for some of us, if you have ankle issues or knee issues, you might even want to skip this one. But if you can, bring your hands to heart center. Try to straighten your spine rather than rounding. Tailbone pulls down, your crown extends up, and that slight tuck of your chin to your chest lengthens the back of your neck. Now close your eyes and tune into the foundation of the meditation, everybody. And that's simply this deep breath in And this slow breath out, if we can slow down and control our breath, we can begin to settle, slow down, and control our mind. We can get out of that fight or flight state that we spend so much time in and return to a really healthy state. It's called rest and digest, parasympathetic nervous system. How about one more breath, huh? Take an inhale here. Beautiful, everybody. Our release is forward fold. Heel toe your feet back into about hips width apart. And then walk your hands forward, right back to that downward facing dog. Good, everybody. In your downward facing, little bend in your knees allows you to press your hips higher. Looking towards your knees, towards your thighs, chin to your chest, lengthens your cervical spine. Breathe well, and let's just start to get her done, y'all. Inhale, bend those knees a little bit more even. Press your hips back, look forward. Very end of your exhale, walk, or you could lightly hop your feet between your hands so that your heels and toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, you're lengthening out everything, your chest, your spine. Exhale, fold, dive in deep, empty out. Now lead with your chest. Inhale, rise. Good, rise all the way up. Reach your hands high to the heavens. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. And then exhale, lean to your right. Press your hips to the left. Take an extra breath here. Chin away from your chest. Dial your left shoulder back. Throat open. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take her back to center. Switch it up. Grab right wrist with left hand. And exhale, lean towards Mission Beach. Press your hips to La Jolla. A little lateral flexion in our spine. Hopefully you can feel this from your ankle all the way to your wrist, through the intercostal muscles, interconnective tissue, the fascia of your side body. Inhale, come on back up and reach your hands high to the sky. And then exhale, fold all the way down. You could put a little bend in your knees there if you need. Lay your torso out long. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look up and lengthen. Exhale, clench your palms, step to plank pose, high push-up. For most of us, it ain't our first rodeo, right? You know where to go. For some of us, it may be, right? You can drop to your knees here. You could take cobra pose like we did a few minutes ago. You can skip this if you are with me and up for a challenge. Inhale, shift a couple inches forward, shoulders in front of your wrists. And then exhale, lower halfway down, your hips and shoulders move together. Now, inhale without your hips collapsing, brother. Upward facing dog, tops of the feet down. Shoulders back. Exhale, send your hips to the sky. Downward facing doggy. Good, y'all. Hips are high. Head is dropping down. All right. So newbies, from that high plank to low plank, which we just did, again, you want your shoulders and hips to move together. If your hips are sinking down, that's going to end up dumping into your lower back, and that might not hurt you today. But, you know, if it becomes a habit, if you've been here before, you know that I always say people form habits, habits form futures, and that goes for good and bad. So if you're letting your hips sink down, I want you to either drop to your knees or just be more aware of it. Engage your core and strengthen there. And avoid them from sinking down. Take an inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet between your hands so that your heels and toes touch. Take your halfway lift. Inhale, pull your chest out long and lengthen. And then dive into that forward fold and draw your navel in. Inhale, rise. Lead with your chest, come up, reach your hands high to the sky, grab your left wrist. You okay over there? Exhale, lean to your right and press your hips to the left. Just make it feel really sweet. Inhale, back up, reach up and fill up, breathe in. Exhale, take her to the other side to that perfect degree. Inhale, come on back up and reach your hands high to the sky here, everybody. Exhale, fold. You can put a little bend in your knees here. Lay your torso out long and empty out. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look up and lengthen. Exhale, clench your palms, step to plank pose, shift it forward, and then halfway down. Shoulders and hips move together. Inhale, upward facing dog, feed your heart through. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Breathe well, everybody. You're doing amazing. So check it out, brother. Here's what's happening. You're going like this, shifting forward, and then you're going like that. Where it's actually, see the difference? So rather than, just keep a strong core. Nice job. Hips high. Downward facing dog. You'll get, go, brother. Perfect. Inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet between your hands. Make this a Sunday morning moving meditation. Inhale, think about length as your chest and your torso and everything pulls out long. Exhale, fold and draw your navel in. Just dive into your whole posterior chain in a gentle way. Inhale, rise. Come on up, reach your hands high. Grab one of your wrists, you choose. Exhale, lean to the opposite way. Inhale, back up, reach up and switch it up. You know where to go, y'all. Exhale, lean it to that perfect degree. Woo! Inhale, back up, reach high to the sky here. And exhale, fold all the way down. Audible, deep diaphragm breathing, very alive. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank, shift it forward, and lower halfway down. Good, y'all. Upward facing dog. Tops of the feet down. See if you can lift your knees by engaging your quadriceps. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog, y'all. Woo! Nothing rushed, nothing forced, nothing overthought. Really simple stuff, really simple movements, really simple shapes that our body is meant to be able to take. And because you're here today, you'll be able to take these movements, these shapes for many tomorrows to come. Take one more breath here. Take one more flow on your own. It's your easy like Sunday morning healing flow, everybody. Add something if you want, skip something if you need. I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. You know, if nothing else here today, just promoting healthy blood flow of this oxygen-rich blood all over our body, promoting healing, rejuvenation, recovery. Hey, it's a holiday weekend. You got to detox before you retox, right? Good thing you're here, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Whew. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pulling this ocean air really deep into your lungs. And keep moving it out, everybody. You're doing yourself a huge, huge service. Inhale. Amelia, get off your phone. End of your exhale, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or hop your feet between your hands, heels and toes touch. Take an inhale, halfway lifty, flat backy, breathe it in. Exhale, fold down a little bit deeper and draw your navel in. Now inhale, chair pose, sink your hips, lift your chest and reach your hands high to the sky. Exhale is forward fold, right back down, Uttanasana, dive it on in. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your chest out long. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank, shift forward, and lower halfway down. I'll be honest, on a Sunday morning, I would probably skip most of these. Upward facing dog, feed your heart through. And exhale, hips to the sky, dogger, dogger, doggeroo. Inhale, lift your left leg, send her up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, push your breath out. Maybe you can get it to forehead. Inhale, reach it high. Maybe not so much, huh? Exhale, sweep your left foot all the way through to your hands. Stack your knee above your ankle. Inhale, root down to rise up, crescent pose. Reach high to the sky here. Exhale, stay tall. Just slide your hands to heart center. I want you to draw your navel in. I want you to push that breath out. Inhale, sweep them out and sweep them up. The biggest breath you've taken all day, y'all. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your left foot back. Shift forward and lower with control. Good. Now, upward facing dog. Open your heart. Make it feel amazing. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Send her on up. Simply knee to nose, push your breath out. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, see if you can step it through, heel, ball, toe, stack your knee. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. It's just so simple, reach. Exhale, heart center, navel draws up and in, that core engagement. Inhale, sweep out, sweep up, big, beautiful breath. Exhale, take your hands down, step it on back, shift forward and lower with control. Upward facing dog, just starting to get into those other nook and crannies. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet between your hands. Give me that halfway lifty as a flat backy. Exhale, fold and dive in deep. Heels and toes together, right? Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips, lift your chest, and reach your hands high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. You're just surfing the waves of your breath, really simple. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank, shift it forward, and lower halfway down. Good, y'all. Upward facing dog. Tops of the feet down, knees lifting. We're engaged. Exhale, hips to the sky. Sweet doggery. Inhale, send your left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose, push your breath out. Inhale, reach it high. Good, and the exhale, a sweeper through a low lunge, eh? Inhale, come on up, crescent pose, reach. Exhale, heart center, empty out. Inhale, sweep out, sweep up, drinking up ocean air into every cell. Exhale, take it on down, step it on back. Move through the right side on your own. Right side on your own. And then check it out. You got a whole breath in your downward facing dog before you hop your feet forward and you do this whole flow one more time. Starts with that chair pose. Breathe, everybody. Sunday morning. Moving maintenance meditation, everybody. One more whole flow on your own. Starts with chair pose. Breathe. You're doing fantastic. And it really doesn't get any more simple than this. Not necessarily easy, for some of us anyway, but pretty simple. Breathe well. What's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Nice job. Amelia, you want to help your friend out? I am only fooling. I kid, I kid. Y'all still breathing? That same, you know, we began 30 minutes ago, everybody. We're over the hump. Same deep diaphragm breathing that we began with 30 minutes ago. Very alive here. I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale. Pull this breath deep into your lungs. Keep it flowing, everybody. Inhale, bend your knees if you're with me, shift forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop, feet between hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look up and lengthen. And then exhale, fold, dive in deep, empty out. Now inhale, back to chair pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest, and reach your hands high to the sky. On your exhale, swing your right arm underneath your left for eagle arms. If that's not happening, you can just grab opposite shoulders. And then sink low. And most of y'all can do this, right? Very easily, right? And then sink low, shift your weight into your left leg, take your right leg, take it up, over, and around your left. Eagle pose, Garudasana. I have no idea why this is called eagle pose. It's not like it, you know, it resembles an eagle here. Try to be the shortest person in the park with the straightest spine. Pull everything towards the midline of your body. So I'm talking wrists, elbows, knees, ankles, in alignment with your chin, with your belly button. Steady your gaze, steady your breathing, laser-like focus. Nice, 5. 4, we're gonna unwind, but keep our right leg lifted in 3. Beautiful, y'all. 2, slow motion. Inhale, unwind your arms, unwind your legs. Pick your right knee up to hip height and reach your hands high to the sky. And then strong core, strong left quadricep. Airplane pose is your exhale. Same thing, steady gaze, steady breathing. Eventually we'll have a steady body and a steady mind. 5, 4, fantastic job, y'all. 3, 2, option to reach your hands forward, a little bit more space. And then slow motion, let's take it down to low lunge. Bend your left knee, step your right foot way back. Take an inhale, we're in low lunge, both hands to the ground. Left leg is forward, Wally. Look up and lengthen as you breathe in. And exhale, twist your left hand high to the sky. Easy little low lunge twisting. Awesome, everybody. See if you can bring your back heel so it's stacked above the ball of your foot. There you go. And then heel presses and head reaches on your inhale. And then draw your navel in as you twist. That helps protect your lower spine. Simple posture that you could probably feel in a lot of different places, and that's a really good thing. We got 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, everybody. Inhale. Exhale it out. 1 more. Drinking up that ocean air deep into your lungs. Fantastic, y'all. Exhale, release your left hand down. Walk your hands to the right. Straighten both legs and parallel your feet. If you're in one of those tight rows, you might need to stagger yourself with your neighbor. As you look up, you know, it'll be for obvious reasons. And then you can grab your big toes, the outsides of your feet. There we go. Drop your head down. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. I want you to breathe really deep. I want you to breathe really deep. And again, I want you to thank yourself for showing up. This, what we're doing here today, physical asana, postures, is one small sliver of an ancient science that's designed to create and maintain physical health, mental clarity, and emotional balance or equanimity. This ancient science is known as yoga, to yoke, to connect. This is one small sliver of it, but it matters you're here. One more breath there, buddy. Inhale. Exhale, all right. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and lengthen. Exhale, open up your arms like airplane wings. And with a strong stomach and a flat spine, inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Turn your left toes out, sink deep into your front left knee. Simple little Sunday morning flow, everybody. Bend deep into that front left knee. We're talking like 90 degrees. You want to stack your knee above your ankle. And steady your gaze out over the ocean. Fantastic. Now, y'all are breathing deep, right? Can we close our eyes and literally be physically active enough to feel this everywhere within our body on some level? On some level. You know, we're just so focused on the external all the time, whether it's the person next to us or the road in front of us. Yoga's about more turning inwards. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, reach it forward. And then side angle pose is your exhale. Now, hey, newbies, if you're not sure where to be, you're going to see some people around here with their forearm on their thigh. That's going to help keep you lifted and narrow. You want your whole body, your upper torso, to be in alignment with your left thigh. So your hips aren't sticking way back, your shoulders not collapsing down. And now take your right hand and reach towards the ocean, palm facing down, and really reach. Like create some sensation, some length. And if you had a laser beam attached directly to your heart center, you'd want it to be pointing towards La Jolla rather than towards the ground. Yes, everybody. Give me 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Drink up this ocean air, everybody. You're doing phenomenal. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Come up. Warrior 2. Straighten your front left leg. 3 angle pose. Shorten your stance if you need. Inhale. Reach it out. Leg is straight. Exhale. Left hand down. Right hand high. Front left leg is straight. Good, y'all. And just like that side angle, you want to be narrow. That laser beam is still attached to your heart center. Where's it pointing? Are you breathing deep? Can we move through these postures, these challenges, these opportunities, these simulated stressful situations, in some cases, with that deep diaphragm breathing and in an inner quality of calmness that the breathing returns us to? Last 3. Here we go, y'all. A little bit more balancing. Ardha Chandrasana 2. Inhale, look down, bend your left knee. Take your left fingertips about a foot in front of the toes. And then lean into your front left leg. Take your back right leg up, parallel to the ground. So right arm is still high. Hips and heart are still open towards La Jolla here. Drive down your left heel, yes. Squeeze your left quadricep. Your top right foot, flex it. Pull your toes back towards your shin and spiral away from the midline of your body. So this is open hip here. Amazing job. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, everybody. Inhale. Fantastic. Bend your left knee. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Bring your right knee into your nose. Set your right foot down next to your left. That's a forward fold. Woo! Separate your feet hips width apart. can take Padagustasana by grabbing your big toes with your middle and index fingers, or Padahastasana by sliding your hands underneath your feet up to the creases of your wrist. Either way, you're pulling a little bit, your elbows are bowing out to the side, and you're using leverage to create space and length from your heels all the way to your head. Your whole posterior chain, everybody. A lot of injuries happen, both sudden and chronic, from tight posterior chains and weak posterior chains. Keep pulling those inhales in slow and deep. Keep moving the exhales out slow and calming. One more, inhale. Exhale, all right, release that. Heel to your feet back together in the center of your mat. Inhale back to chair pose, sink your hips, lift your chest, and reach your hands high to the sky. Let me see here, Vixen's over here. Is that what you're looking for? Exhale, swing your left arm underneath your right. You can just grab opposite elbows if you need. Shift your weight into your right leg. Take your left leg up, over, and around. And if you can get that double wrap with the foot behind the calf, go for it. I tend to avoid that because it puts a little bit more pressure on the entire inside of my knee, like interior meniscus. Shortest person in the park with the straightest spine. Soften your face, steady your gaze, and breathe. 5, 4, one-legged Tadasana in 3. Good, y'all. Slow motion, 2. Slowly unwind. Reach your hands high. Pick your left knee up to hip height. And then strong core. Exhale, take it back to airplane pose. Dakasana. Drive down your right heel, squeeze that quadriceps, solidify your foundation. Your left thigh is spiraling inward to keep these hips level, and your shoulder blades are squeezing. 5, 4, very good, everybody. Last 3. To low lunge in 2, take an inhale. Bend your right knee, step your left foot way back. That's a low lunge, y'all. Hands to the ground. Inhale, just look up and lengthen out as you breathe in. And then draw your navel in. Exhale, twist your right hand high to the sky. So we're still in that lunging position with our legs. The front knee is stacked right above your ankle. Your back heel is stacked above the ball of your foot. Your heel is pressing, your head is reaching on your inhale, so you're working these 2 points away from each other. Oppositional energies are going to create some space. And then your navel in, you twist your heart open to the sky. Oh, it's easy like Sunday morning flow, y'all. Give me 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Take an inhale. Great success. Release your right hand to the ground. Walk your hands to the left, straighten both legs, and parallel your feet. Stagger yourself if you need. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, look up and lengthen out as you breathe in. Exhale, walk both hands over towards your left leg. Both hands towards the left leg. And then see if you can take your left hand and just kind of sweep it on the outside and around the back of your left calf. Perhaps you can get your right hand to the outside of your left ankle or shin, and you're just going to drop your head down. Pull till you got sensation to that perfect degree. And breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Our breath is a tool that is always at our disposal to get out of that fight or flight. In fact, I read somewhere that researchers found that it only takes, in some cases, about 6 breaths, 6 mindful breaths, 6 deep breaths to change our state. It's a tool that is accessible at any point. And on our mat, we just help to sharpen that tool, to use it better. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch it up. Walk both hands over towards your right leg. See if you can swing your right hand around and behind the calf. Left hand to the outside of your ankle and drop your head down. Pull and breathe. Again, this stuff isn't complicated, technical. It's very simple. But let's be honest, if you didn't show up to your mat, you wouldn't do this shit. It matters you're here. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Take your hands down the center, underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look up and lengthen. Exhale, open your arms, airplane wings. Strong stomach, flat spine. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn your right toes out. Sink deep. Spread your wings wide. Steady your gaze. You know, I think our body, a lot of times naturally, as we bend into this front right knee, it wants to lean forward as well. Now, feel your right leg, feel your left leg. Hopefully you can feel pretty much equal and balanced action in both of these legs. If you feel in your front right leg that it's taken a lot more than the back left leg, lean your torso back a little bit so that your shoulders are stacked above your hips. And it's something you gotta feel because you don't have a mirror in front of you, right? Breathe well. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Side angle pose is your exhale. Stability. You want sustainability. If you went there on the other side, left hand is reaching towards the ocean, palm facing down. You're creating sensation. And it's just you and the sensation. You and the posture, you and your breath. You in this moment, everybody. Give me 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, everybody. Drink it up. Inhale. Exhale it out. All right. Core strength. Inhale brings us up. Warrior 2. Straighten your front right leg. Triangle pose. You can shorten your stance an inch or 2 if you need. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach it out. And then keep all that length. Front left leg, or right leg rather, is straight. And then right hand down, left hand high. Now you can leave a micro bend in that front right knee just to avoid hyperextending it, but it's pretty straight. Roll your left shoulder back. Notice what you feel and where you feel it, where the resistance is, where the tightness is, where the sensation is. Breathe into that space and ultimately create openness and create space. We're here for 5. 4. Now we're all going to make a real graceful transition, aren't we? To balancing in 3. 2. All right. Bend your front right knee. Right fingertips about a foot in front of the right toes. And then lean into your front right leg. Take your back left leg up till it's about parallel to the ground. Basically the same posture we were just in. We added a wee bit of balancing. Right heel, you drive it down. Right quadricep, you squeeze it. Top left foot, you flex it. Left quadricep, you spin it away from the ground. Amazing, y'all. Give me 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then bend your right knee. Exhale your left hand to the ground and meet your right. Left knee in towards your nose. And then set your left foot down next to your right. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and lengthen out. Exhale, fold and squat down deep. Now, lift your heels, tuck your chin to your chest, bring your forehead towards your knees. And whether or not you can get your forehead all the way there, doesn't matter. But what we're doing is creating compression in your throat. This is going to stimulate and massage your thyroid and your parathyroid gland. Good. Keep your lower body the same. Unfurl your spine on your inhale. Knees and thighs are squeezing. Keep your toes just like they are. Set your knees to the ground in front of you. If you need to skip stuff for whatever reason, go ahead. But your toes are still curled under. For some of us, you'll have to walk your hands forward because your feet are really sensitive. For some of us, you can have your shoulders stacked right above your hips, and others still can walk your hands back and really get a nice sweet stretch in the arches of your feet and all that fascia and interconnective tissue that takes care of you and gets you around on an everyday basis. Now, if your hands are back there, bring them forward. And then from here, if you have knee issues, you might want to skip this next one. Untuck your toes. See if you can keep your knees right about where they are. Take your ankles wider than your hips. And then your hands are on your side body, controlling your descent as you sink your hips down in between your heels. Don't be afraid to skip this one. Your knees can be very vulnerable joints, and you're going to need them for a long time. And and if you can stay upright here, cool. Some of us can also walk our hands back, lay on our back, and grab opposite elbows over our head. That same deep diaphragm breathing we began with 52 minutes ago. Very, very alive here. You're doing awesome. In through your nose and out through your nose. The breathing we use here in our yoga practice just happens to be the optimal breath for the human body. The body is meant to breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. Sure, you can do it through your mouth, but when we're breathing through our mouth, a lot of times that's like, can bring us back to that fight or flight state. Chronic mouth breathers, this is associated with a lot of anxiety, even depression. Body is not made to breathe through your mouth on a regular basis. From here, let's walk our hands forward, plant our palms, and hike our hips up to downward facing dog. What do you say we make this the last one of our day, everybody? Woo! You gentle. Cobra. Help me. You help me. You don't lay down. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Drop your back right knee to the ground and move to half pigeon pose. Take your left ankle across over towards your right wrist. If you got to skip this one for whatever reason, cool. You can take it on your back as well, but keep your hips level. Walk your hands back, open your heart as you breathe in. And then exhale, walk your hands out. Drop your head down and breathe. Awesome, everybody. From here, just start to walk your hands back out of this one. And then we did this transition yesterday. From here, in our half pigeon pose, we're going to back right knee and then rotate on your knees halfway around to floor frog. Take your ankles, bring them right behind your knees. If you need to skip this one, skip this one. Good, and then you can press your hips back. You can walk your hands forward. And I know everybody, I know this one kind of feels awkward. But just know that that's really nothing compared to how awkward it looks. Okay? Breathe well. Bye. Hey, why you this girl always gotta bite me? Why she gotta bite me all the time, Cobra? Hey. Good girl, good girl. Nice, everybody. Walk your hands back out of this one. Rotate on your knees once again to face the street. And you'll have half pigeon on your right leg. Now, whenever you go cross body like we do with half pigeon, you want to flex that foot. And you do want to pull your heel in close to your body to close the knee joint. Okay, and that's going to be different for each and every one of us, to the degree to which we do that. Hands walk back, open your heart, breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands out. And we should be on the right leg here. We should be on the right leg. You filming? No? Yeah. Whew. Did you switch legs on the first one? Yeah, I did. Walk your hands back out of this one, everybody. You can lean onto your right hip. Once again, turn to face La Jolla. Take your legs and spread them as wide apart as you can get them here. For a seated straddle stretch or Upavishta Konasana. And then take your hands behind your hips. Slide them forward a little bit more. Root down. Inhale, reach high. And then exhale, fold all the way down. And breathe. Touching, taking care of, maintaining every muscle, every organ, every joint, every tendon, tissue, and cell within your body. This is what you're doing for yourself here today. Thank yourself for being here. Your brain's a supercomputer, and this internal dialogue ends up becoming your beliefs. These are the programs we run through our supercomputer. Ease your way on out of this one. Swing both legs around to the top of your mat and roll easily onto your back. Happy baby pose, everybody. How many did you count? All right. What's up, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And then spinal twist, or whatever you feel you need to finish out your practice. As with everything, make sure that twist hits both sides in an even fashion. And then once you're all evened out, you can take her back to center and pull both knees in for just a moment here. And then we'll simply allow our legs to fall out in front of us. Let your toes go ahead and fall open. And palms, you can rest them face up along your side body. Let's lay back, close your eyes. Exhale everything out. through your nose together. We'll take a big inhale. And then through your mouth together. Exhale, clear it out. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And we got one more. Inhale. Now hold full this time and feel that compression, that life force expanding from the inside out, and then release and clear it out on your exhale. Let your body soften. Let your breath be natural. And allow your mind to bask in this very healthy state of stillness. Shavasana, I'll guide us out in just a few. Vicky. Come. See if you can once again notice the sound of the ocean. Notice the ringing bell of the ice cream guy on the beach. Feel the sun on your skin and notice the stillness within. This is why we practice yoga. To return to a natural state, homeostasis. If you're ready to move on with your day, your weekend, you can just breathe lightly. Could roll on your side like you're sleeping on your side. I always try to resist closing my eyes. And you've got the option to make your way to seated as well. Notice how you feel, everybody. Please thank yourself for showing up to your mat. I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice. And I really, really hope that you get value out of your time here today. Thank you for honoring the donation-based system that we use here. We started these classes 14 years ago to share it because I think everybody can benefit. And it'd be easy to kind of look around and say, hey, there's so many people, he won't notice me not donating. But if you're doing that, like 40 other people are doing it. So I hope you get value, and thank you so much for honoring the donation-based system. The divine within me honors and bows to the divine within each and every one of you. Namaste.